Well, if you ever think you are stupid, you are not as stupid as me because I've been recording for like 10 minutes and my microphone was not even plugged in. So that is just great. Anyways, topic of the video. I think I have to say this all over again. Okay, topic of the video is Kawhi Leonard a top 5 NBA player right now? I will say my final thoughts at the end. Maybe or maybe not. Okay, so pretty much, okay, let's start with my definition of a top 5 or 3 or whatever NBA player. Okay, let's say like the player that I think is number 1 in the world is the player that I would be most scared of if my team went against him. So in my case, I think unanimously number 1, LeBron James is the best player in the world right now. I would be the most scared. So second place would be the second person. Yeah, blah 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 blah. You know how it works. Okay. So I think, in my opinion, unanimously, I'm not even gonna say okay. So I think LeBron James, Steph Curry, top 2. In my opinion, I don't think that's even a debate. I mean, you can try and debate with me. I don't think I'll ever agree with you. But some people say KD, you know, is definitely top 5, 100% this season. I don't know about that so far. But let me say a couple things about Kawhi Leonard. And one of the things has to be defense. I think it needs to be talked about. If you've been watching the series so far against the Mavericks, I'm not sure when this video will get uploaded, but I'm recording it before Game 3. Actually, is Game? Yeah, the Game 3 I'm pretty sure is today. And so far, Kawhi Leonard, offensively, he has been amazing. You can't even doubt that. He's been great. He's been, almost out, he has not been matching. He's been getting outplayed by Luka offensively, but he's still been very good and easily the second best player in the series on both teams. But defensively, there's been a problem, and he's been, either not guarding Luka, or he's been getting played by Luka when he's guarded by Luka. And the problem is, Luka is an amazing player. You cannot stop him. He's gonna average at least 25 points no matter what. I think in any playoff series. If he doesn't, there's definitely gonna be a conversation about the Clippers because, yeah. But for real, like, you cannot stop Luka, but you can slow him down. You can stop him from getting the shots that Luka, because in my opinion, every single shot that Luka has been taking, Luka has wanted to take. Like, that is his shot. Like, those step back threes, they might look extremely difficult and contested, but those are shots that he practices and he is confident in. And I think even allowing him to take those shots is a crazy thing to do from someone who's been, an elite defender. Which we will talk about actually just right now. So Kawhi Leonard, he has been an elite defender, an amazing defender, defensive player of the year, all NBA defensive teams. That has not been I can't talk. That has not been him this season. This playoffs, I think he's barely been a good defender. I mean, he's been a good defender, but he has not been anything special of a defender, this regular season or these playoffs. And I feel like that was one of two things that was keeping him in that top 3, top 5 conversation. Some people even had him number 1, which is crazy. And without that defense, what makes him top 5? The only other thing that makes him top 5 or top 3 is that 2019 playoff run, if you're still holding on to that. But this is the year 2021. That 2019 playoff run does not matter. And 2 years of a difference, Isaiah Thomas went from an MVP candidate to literally nothing. 2 years of a difference is a lot. And I understand, he is having to put a team on his back. He is having to do amazing things offensively, and he can't be the same person defensively. My problem with that is, other players can. Giannis has been an MVP candidate, or not MVP, Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and has put up 30 points a game, and 12 rebounds a game, and led his team to the number 1 seed, and has done good things in the playoffs so far this year, where it is very, very, very hard for me to put Kawhi Leonard over Giannis because of that. But, like, it's okay, Kawhi, if you can't handle all that. You don't have to be a top 5 player. You could be a 6 through 10. There are a lot of amazing players who are 6 through 10. Like, I truly believe that, like, there are players in 6 through 10 that need to be in top 5. Like the feel of the game, they are superstars, but they just can't be top 5 because only 5 players can be top 5. So as we start counting down the players that are in the top 5 contention, you really have to question Kawhi Leonard. Okay, so let's say LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, James Harden, not Kyrie, Luka, Jokic, Embiid. I'm definitely missing some players. Do not get me wrong. And Kawhi. I might be missing some players. But that's not because, they're not into the top 10 contention. I just have a bad memory. But pretty much those players, I really feel like there's a wall that is stopping every NBA fan from putting Jokic and Embiid in that top 5 conversation because they haven't been doing this for 3 or 4 or 5 years, and Luka. But I think that wall needs to be broken. Honestly, in my opinion, like last year, Jokic has shown how much of an amazing player he can be. And then this year, in this year's playoffs, he's shown that so far. Embiid, in this year's regular season and this year's playoffs, he's shown he can be great. I mean, last year's playoffs, it was pretty hard because his team, Ben Simmons was hurt, all the pressure was on him, and he was getting like doubled, and he did not shoot very good. He put up the stats, he did not shoot very good in last year's playoffs. But yeah, I don't know what that wall is, but it needs to be broken. Because in my opinion, do not hate me for this, Jokic is over Kawhi. Because if Kawhi isn't giving you these things offensively, defensively, if defensively Kawhi Leonard is only a little bit above Luka, only a little bit above Steph Curry, only a little bit above Kevin Durant, only a little bit above, or that's maybe the same tier as Kevin Durant, because Kevin Durant's a better defender than those players. James Harden, who would you rather have offensively? Would you rather have, Kevin Durant or Kawhi Leonard offensively? I'm choosing Kevin Durant. Would you rather have Luka or Kawhi Leonard offensively? I'm taking Luka. Would you rather have Nikola Jokic or Kawhi Leonard offensively? I'm taking Jokic. And defensively, Kawhi Leonard is barely over. If over. Not on the same tier. So, why is it just because, 2019 playoff run? I think that's just stupid. I think if the Clippers, especially if the Clippers go down 3-0, I'm not going to say it's going to be because of Kawhi Leonard, but Kawhi Leonard, as a top 5 player responsibility, should not be losing that game. It should be stopping Luka to a certain extent. And I understand, coaching wise, that's probably the reason Luka's going off for a lot of his points, because, they're getting the switch on Zubac. If you're a top 5 player, you are telling your coach, especially Tyronn Lue, because we've seen LeBron do this, the best player in the world. Tyronn Lue, let me handle it. I'm not going to listen to you. Teammates, listen to me. That's what Kawhi Leonard needs to do, but he doesn't have that leadership trait of telling those guys because he's a reserve guy. And that's fine. You can be a reserve guy, but you're not top 5 if you're that reserved, where you're not telling your coach, hey, there's a problem. We need to fix it. And that is that Zubac is playing so many minutes. And that is because, every single time a pick and roll happens, we switch when literally nothing is. Luka, he has those rhythm setbacks, but a regular deep 3 he's not taking. You do not need to switch it as soon as a screen happens. I think that's just stupid in my opinion. I don't know. Okay, I might end the video there. Yeah, I don't have Kawhi in my top 5. I'm not gonna make a top 5, but I know I might have even 7 players above him. But we're talking about this season, not because I don't have an in general. That doesn't make any sense in general. No, we're going season by season because the NBA is season by. The NBA isn't in general. There's not in general championships. It's season by season championships. So this season, Kawhi Leonard is not a top 7 player in my opinion. I'd rather have Embiid, Jokic, Luka, KD, Harden. Yeah. If you guys agree, disagree, leave a comment below. I actually want to get some NBA debates going. So if you made it to the end of the video, and you want to debate me, just comment. I think it'd be fun. YouTube idea. I need some video ideas for sure. And yeah, like the video, subscribe. Peace.